Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am so excited for this video because we're going to be doing a first impression on the new Cor De Rosa palette from Sigma, and I didn't even have like any intent to buy this palette at all. I saw it, I thought it was beautiful, but it was like, oh, I don't need it kind of thing. But my friend Karen Harris did a first impression on this and she was like, I think this is the best palette of 2020. And those are some bold claims, Karen. So I was sold. I was excited to try it, and I thought the color story was beautiful. I've tried a few palettes from Sigma in the past, and I was always kind of just like, meh about them. Like, they were okay, but they weren't anything spectacular, kind of mediocre. So I'm really excited to get to try this new formula. I'm assuming it's new because it's new packaging and different designs and updated. And I think this is such a pretty rosy neutral palette. So I am actually really excited about this one. Also, I should include, I believe that this retails for $49, and every once in a while Sigma sends like individualized promo codes. So after her video, I went through my emails, I found the last one, and it did apply to this palette. So I was able to get this for under $30 with free shipping. So I was like, you can't beat that. I am affiliated with Sigma, so you could click my link if you wanted to, but I don't really recommend using my promo code because I feel like they have way better ones out there. You can save so much more than 10%. I'm like the worst affiliate ever, but in this case there really is a better deal to get. So anyways, this is the outer packaging. It is so beautiful, such a pretty design, so pleasing to the eye. And then the back has all of the shades, and it says that it is cruelty free. It has a net weight of 0.56 ounces and a shelf life of 12 months, which who even listens to that? The inside does have a mirror, and then here is the color story. It is so pretty. I feel like the shimmers look so beautiful, especially Belle of the Ball and Sunsprite, and then all of the matte tones are just gorgeous. I don't even know exactly what I want to do today. Oh, and also it does come with a brush, which normally I'm not excited about brushes and palettes, but I love Sigma brushes. They're some of my favorites, so I was happy to have a double-sided one from them. So on this side, it is the E38. I have two of these already. I love this brush. It's such a great brush for like really getting in the crease. Very soft, really great if you have hooded eyes. And then the other side is the E54 medium sweeper. I actually don't own this one individually, so I'm excited to give that a chance. I feel like it's a pretty good size for the lid. It's not too big. So now let's jump into some swatches. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty and foiled. Like, I'm really hopeful for this. So we have Belle of the Ball, Veranda, and Sunsprite. Ooh, smooth. All right, next we have Damask, Shakespeare, and Apricot. Next we have High Society, Bare Root, and Hybrid. Just realized I forgot to take an Instagram photo of this palette. Dang it. Next we have Medallion, Campfire, and Dark Nights. And then last but not least is Summer Song, and Cor De Rosa. So those are all of the shades. I mean, I feel like it's such a pretty, berry, warm, neutral palette. I feel like they all look so beautiful. I still don't know what I want to do. I feel like the mattes felt kind of smooth and like they would be more of a buildable formula, and the shimmers are kind of different because like this one's more of a satin, these two are super sparkly, and then these ones here felt like a little bit thicker metallics. So I'm just excited to get these on the eyes. I'm looking at the palette and I think I want to go a little bit more peachy today. If you want to see more videos with this, definitely let me know because I really want to do more looks with it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with this shade right here called Apricot. I also already primed my lids with the Anastasia eye primer, so I'm just going to take that shade with a big fluffy brush and throw that through my crease. It did have a little tiny bit of kickback because it's a bit of a softer shadow, but nothing too crazy. It's a really pretty tone. I feel like that blended super easy. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Medallion, and I'm going to use the E38, and I'm going to go ahead and put that shade all the way through my crease, just a little bit lower down. This shade reminds me of Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. I'm just going to go back in my previous brush and just slightly blend over that, but I feel like the colors are so easy to work with so far. They're building easily, blending easily, not being patchy or anything. All right, now I'm going to dip into the shade Bare Root. And I'm going to pop that on my outer V just to add some extra depth to this look. Very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way with that one. And then again, just going in with my previous brush. I'm also going to take a bit of Bare Root along the lower lash line. I think I'm going to go ahead and take some of Hybrid, and I'm going to pop that onto the front of the lower lash line. Just adding a little bit of pop right there. That's so pretty. So this shade Veranda right here looks like it's a little bit more of a satin, so I kind of want to just take a bit of it and use it underneath my brow bone just to see if it adds a little... I mean, I guess it has like a slight sheen to it, but I am a little bit paler than that color, so it kind of just looks peachy on me. Slightly regret doing that. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a highlighter. I'm just going to take Lethal Cosmetics Ionic, which has become one of my favorite highlighters, and I'm going to pop that underneath the brow instead because I don't want it to be darker than my skin. I think I'm going to go ahead and use High Society all over my lid, and I'm going to use that what were you called? The E54. And I'm just going to pop that on. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like a copper shade. I did get just a little bit of fallout there. I left just a little bit of the front of my lid open, so I want to go ahead and take the shade Sunsbright now, the gold, and I'm just going to use that same brush, which picks up shadows really well. And I'm going to pop that right here. Just for a little pop of gold, because why not? That's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it looks like fire. Alright, last but not least for the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Belle of the Ball. And again, I'm going to use it on that medium sweeper brush and just see how it goes. Just picking up a little bit, and I'm going to pop that on my inner corner. So sparkly. That's beautiful. Can't wait to wear that all over the lid next. I feel like I'm so surprised at how much I love this look. I'm going to go ahead and go full on orange, and I'm going to take my Linda Hellberg Likeable Mood pencil and use that in my waterline, and then I'm going to use my Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced to do my lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, for a highlighter today, I'm going to go into my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. Just going to tap that on the tops of my cheekbones. Am I crazy, or does that look like it didn't even make a difference? My skin was already so glowy. Okay, I need something else. I'm just going to take a bit of that Lethal highlighter that I was using earlier for my brow bone and just put that on the tops of my cheekbones. Much better. Okay, for lips today, I'm going to go into my Vive Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Azucar, which is a really pretty brown. Alright, so this is the finished look. I love how it turned out. I have to say I'm laughing at myself just a little bit because I don't know why I have such a knack for taking palettes like this where it's so beautiful and springy, summery, and somehow still ending up with a complete fall look. I feel like warm tones just always lead me in this direction, but I am very, very impressed on first impression. I feel like the mattes were so easy to use, easy to blend, easy to build, and they just look really, really nice. It's a very user-friendly formula, and I feel like the different matte tones in here are stunning. I feel a little less inspired by the shimmers because they all are pretty neutral, but the textures are beautiful. Like especially these two shades here, they're just so like sparkly. And then even this one, High Society, I thought it was just gonna be like a plain metallic. I feel like that looked so beautiful, like such a pretty penny copper shade. And then there's the purpley burgundy one, and then there's one that's just a pretty true neutral shade, which I could see a lot of people using if you're more into a natural look. And I don't know, something about this palette is just stunning, and it's so cohesive. And I am definitely a little bit surprised in the best way because I wasn't expecting to be disappointed because Karen really liked this. I trust her opinion, but I definitely had the mindset where I would not pay full price for it just based on my other experiences with Sigma palettes, but I actually do feel like this is super, super high quality. I also really love the brush that it came with. I feel like you could potentially do your entire eye look with this if you really wanted to. It might take a little bit longer to blend out the entire crease because I prefer something just a bit bigger for the first initial shade, but you can do your crease work, you can do your outer V. You could use this for the lower lash line if you wanted to, your inner corner. the lid underneath the brow bone. So I really, really like the two brushes they chose for this. And overall, I feel like it is a really, really nice palette. So please let me know if you would like to see more looks with this. I'm hoping that y'all say yes, because I want to do at least 2 or 3 more. So maybe I'll just start filming that regardless, because I'm so excited about this. And hopefully I can do some more summery looks rather than going so fall. That's everything for today's video. If you enjoy my content and you have not subscribed already, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.